How's everybody doing today? It's Thursday, good Thursday. We're approaching the end of the year, and still yet we have a lot of growth as modern people to accumulate. You know, a lot of people are um, stuck in the same cycle that they have become familiar with. But what a lot of modern people don't know is that a lot of times a lot of these financial traps are exactly what they are. They're traps. Financial traps to keep you stuck, keep you from the level of competing with, you know, the high class, the rich, the powerful. And a lot of people just sit back and conform. You know, a lot of modern people sit back and conform. They choose not to fight, not to think outside the box. You know, it's once upon a time that a lot of people said that the educational system that we live in today, is is programmed to not teach you about money, but the education system is to teach you how to be good workers, worker bees. And when you become a good worker, etc, 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up working for a company. Giving most of your time trying to figure out how to get through the obstacles so you can get to the big bag of money. You know, and a lot of people spend their whole lives in this game. You know, a lot of people spend their whole lives in this game, this dirty game that purposely keeps you at a lower level on purpose. This is not um everything is done for a reason, guys. Let me say that again. Everything is done for a reason. And still yet most modern people do not see the traps that is set in front of them to keep them poor, keep you as worker bees, keep you stressing out in the rat race, ready to argue with somebody on the highway. Traffic's bad and stuff like that. Everybody's going to work, coming from work, everybody's stressed out to keep you in the rat race. And not only are they keeping you in the rat race, they're not even giving you a living a good wage. They're not even giving you a good wage. It's not toothpaste, Michelle. It's cake. Because I am 240 pounds. It's like cake. Yeah, I was eating cake, so yeah, I shouldn't be eating cake, but I thought I'd have a piece of cake. Yeah. So guys, what we know is that in this life we live in, there are things out here that is purposely holding you back. And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that today. Then we're gonna let the chat. Then we're gonna answer questions from the chat. You know, we're gonna get into that. But one of those things, guys, is the lottery. Gambling. Gambling is one of the most addictive, you know, strategies that people use to keep you, you know, feeding this is institution, because the lottery is an institution, meaning that if the lottery is, let's say, $1 billion, you have a 1 in 1 billion chance of winning the lottery. So every time you go to the store, I know people who spend hundreds of dollars on lottery tickets, and what happens is you never, you go spend you just spending hundreds of dollars and you don't win nothing. And then if you do get $1,000 back, you didn't already spent $1,000 on the tickets, guys. We live in a world where everybody, including the people around you, the companies, are trying to extract your hard-earned dollars, guys. You know, and if you don't realize how to strategically manage your life, your lifestyle, if you don't learn how to strategically, you know, have the discipline to not do impulse spending, then 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up one of those people who, never has, one of those people that they want you to be. They want you to continue to spend without thinking. You know, fast food, guys. Come on, fast food. Think about it. Once upon a time, people had farms, people had gardens, but nowadays nobody owns properties. You know, the majority of the population do not own properties. So the big industries, like, what do you say, McDonald's, KFC, IHOP, you know, that's what they're there for. Because they know that most people you ain't growing your own food. You don't have a couple cows in your backyard. A cow for the year or something like that. 2, 3 cows for the year. You don't have pigs. You're not growing a garden. You don't have a dairy cow to get the milk for the babies. So most of these stores are positioned to take the opportunity that most people are not homeowners or don't own land and they don't have the resources to feed themselves. It's crazy. And guys, we're not going to get into the comments yet, guys. But if you guys do have a serious question, like, and you super chat, I will read that question. Also, if you super chat or send a gift, and put a question, I will read those. But the comments, we're not doing comments just yet. We're gonna get to the comments eventually. But the super chats override the comments, and it overrides my live as well. So if somebody supports the channel, sends a super chat, then you know I'm definitely gonna read that and answer that. And you're gonna end up on my basketball right here, my super chat ball. I don't have that many names on there yet, but there is people who have contributed contributed to the channel, and I'm just writing names down on the ball. Um, Guys, you know, it's just like with women, with guys, modern men and modern women. Women have something that men want, and God and guys have something that women won't. But women, most modern women act like they don't need a dude, which they do. You know, I mean, not necessarily. They can survive without a guy. You know, if you think about it. But there's traps for modern men. You know, there's traps with modern women. You have to be cautious. You know, if you marry the wrong one, she could end up bankrupting you, putting you on child support. You know, which is if those are your kids, okay. You know, you want the mother of your kids to do good or whatever like that. But if you choose the wrong woman, she could be anybody. She could be a beautiful, sweet queen, or she could be the woman who drugs spikes your drink and runs off with your jewelry while you're sleeping. So, so guys, if you haven't noticed yet that most people, most of us, including a lot of you guys on the chat, we we would never probably get rich because of the traps that's out there for us. The cars, the car dealerships. You know, it's like the young people. They want cars so fast. You know, say for instance, every time a young person gets a little money and then he goes to a used car dealership and a used car dealership sells him a lemon. That's a waste of money. You see? No matter where you go. Big Smoke TV. Uh, I hate to do this, but I'm about to hide. You're blocked from the channel, bro. Like I said, if you guys want me to answer questions, you got a super chat, and we're talking about a topic right now. Um, guys, there's a reason why jobs pay you only enough. A lot of jobs, not all of them. They got some good jobs out here, but a lot of jobs pay you only enough to just pay rent, light bill, gas, water, you know. And then if you get a car note, insurance, house insurance, you know. Then if you like to go out and you don't know how to manage money, you're going every time you pay your bills, you have to continuously go to work. And there's people who get stuck in this cycle. People who get stuck in this cycle for 20, 30 years. And then it's too late. And then you have the housing market. And then you have the housing market who targets older people. You know, there's no reason why somebody who's 40 years old should go get a mortgage loan. If you're over 40 years old, there's no reason for somebody who's 40 years old. Let me say that again. If you have a mortgage loan and you're 40 years old and you just get and it's a new house and you just started paying on that mortgage and you got 20 years to pay it off, you really think you about to be working, you 40, you about to be working for the next 20 years to pay this mortgage? Because if you don't, a lot of people don't have residual income, guys. A lot of people don't have residual income. They don't have money where if they're not working, they still got money coming in. Most people have to go to work to generate income, guys. So if you're over 40, 50 years old, you be like, oh man, I'm making such and such, I'm about to go get a mortgage loan. That's one of the biggest scam mortgage companies use on older people. They gamble with you guys. You know, it's a trap because they know for a fact that this house that you're paying on, they loaned you the money to pay for this house, and the bank still owns that home. And if you're 40 or 50 years old, if you don't have a high or real high paying job, you're not going to be able to pay that loan off. You're not going to be able to get that house to your children, and the bank is going to end up with that home. The bank is going to take that home from you. That's why, you know, mortgage loans, if you're going to get a mortgage loan, I would advise people to get mortgage loans if they're like, I'll say 25. Like if you're 25 and you're going to be working for the next 20 years to pay off this mortgage, then get a mortgage loan. But most people get caught up in traps and don't really start thinking about houses because they're too busy renting, and then they end up on Section 8 or whatever all their lives, and then they don't end up with a home, period. A lot of people can't afford to get a home now. A lot of you guys got homes and you're just paying rent till you die because the bank is going to get that house back from you when you pass away because nobody's paying on it. You know? There's so many traps, guys. So many financial traps. It's crazy. Come on, guys. Just thumbs up the video. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. The easiest thing you can do is go underneath this video and thumbs up the video. It's simple to do. We got 6 likes. We're going to try to get 4 more likes in here, man. Thumbs up the video. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, and once we get to about 20 likes, once we get to about 20 likes, I'll start reading the comments. Let me say that again. Once we get to about 20 likes, I'll start reading the comments. There's way too many people in here who can just simply hit the like button. You know, easy. Simply hit the like button so we can interact with the comments. If you guys really want me to get in the chat and interact with you guys in the chat, guys, thumbs up the video, guys. You know, but guys, like these are facts. You know, I remember going to the store when I was a kid, and the cakes that are now $2, you know, the little cakes, the little Debbie cakes, they used to be 25 cents, guys. These cakes, a lot of you guys probably don't remember that. Or maybe you do. You probably around my age. You know, the cakes used to be 25 cents. The sodas, the canned sodas used to be like 50. You know, you guys remember. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, saving money is a trap as well. Because if you're saving $1, you know, if you got money in the bank and you let it sit there for 10 years, then in 10 years you're gonna have less money. You know, that money's not gonna be worth the same thing it was worth 10 years ago. You know, money has to continuously move. That's why this is called money moves, because money is a current; it flows. You know, and nobody wants you to know that. Nobody wants you to develop a system to escape the rat race, to get your time back. Because right now, most people who don't have income coming in every month have to go to work. Yeah, I said it, including me. You know, who I might have an income coming in, but I don't have an income, a big enough income where I can just, you know, chill month to month. I don't have that, and most people don't have that. So if most people want that, they'll have to go to work and build a system that pays them. So, so guys, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Once we get to 20 likes, we're gonna start reading through the comments, guys. We're gonna start interacting with the chat. If you guys want me to interact with the chat, the simplest thing you could do is just thumbs up the video. But if you guys got a question, I see the comments. I'm not gonna respond to the comments right now. But if somebody super chats and sends a gift, I will respond to that. I'm only gonna respond to the chats. I'm only gonna respond to the chat once we get to 20 likes. We need 8 more likes. We got 12 likes currently. Let me say that again. We got 12 likes currently. And did you guys know? Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that they benefit? Most people benefit off of men and relationships. Which is a trap. You might think you have found the person, the woman of your dreams. When right now you're single. But if you sign a contract with the state, like I did, if you go off and sign a contract with the state to get married to this chick, when you're married to her, if you do not have a prenup, which is a trap. If you marry a woman without a prenup and she decides to leave you for some stupid reason that she came up with, 9 times out of 10, if you invested into any stocks while you're married to her, if you buy any vehicles while you're married to her, if you work a job and you make $100,000 a year, half of that money is not even yours, and they won't even tell you that. They're gonna break you. Once you go get that divorce, if you go buy a home, like, oh, I'm about to go buy us a house, baby. I'm about to go buy us a house, which is a trap. We get your own house and get her in a prenup. If she loves you and she knows that you're gonna be with her and take care of her for the rest of her life, and she loves you and you love her, she'll sign that prenup. Any woman who doesn't want to sign a prenup, hey, God forbid, be single. You're successful. You're getting to the bag. Guys, like I said, we're not reading comments. We're not reading comments until we get to 20 likes. Like I said, we are not reading comments until we get to 20 likes. So let's get the likes up. Thumbs up the video. If you haven't subscribed and you like content like this, hit the sub button. I guess a lot of people don't want me to read the comments. They want me to continue talking because you don't want to thumbs up the video. And somebody just retracted a like, which is cool. I'll continue to talk. Like I said, I can see the comments, but I'm not reading the comments. The only comments I will read is people who super chat right now until we get to 5 likes. We need 5 more likes. And then we'll have 20 likes. We need 5 more likes to get to 20. Like and subscribe. Then we're going to start reading the comments, guys. You'll be surprised of some of the good ideas besides all the noise in the comments that's actually in the comments. Some real good comments that be coming through here. You guys will be surprised. We need 3 more likes, and then we're gonna start reading comments. 3 more likes, we're gonna start reading comments, guys. 4 more likes, because somebody just retracted. And the thing about it is, a lot of you guys, you just, we got 18 likes. Thank you, guys. We need 2 more likes, and we'll start reading the comments. Just 2 more likes. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Guys, in this world, you have to think every dollar that you spend. You have to look at it. You have to look at what you're buying. You can't just go out there and just spend money these days, because you're making other people rich. People who know what to do with their money. You're making them rich, and they're keeping you in a position where. So below zero, if you want to donate, you can go to the comments and look in the comments, and then there's going to be like a dollar symbol, and then that way you can super chat if you want to donate. If you want to donate, there is a cash symbol, like Dan Satmos just donated. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for sending the gift. Thank you for sending the gift. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, you see, like Dan Satmos, he's contributing to the channel right now. Like you go in the comments, and then when you get to the comments, if you want to support the channel, you can tap that super chat, the super chat, super sticker, and they got different prices, and you can put your own, how much you want to donate to the channel. And then not only, like, the super chats will get you on the basketball. The super chats will get you on the basketball, and the stickers. Super chats and stickers will get your name placed on this ball. And I guess a lot of you guys do not want me to read the comments, because the likes are not. We still need 4 likes. We still need 4 likes to get to 20, and then I said we'll start reading the comments. Dan Satmos going crazy in the chats right now with the gifts. Thank you, brother. It's an early Christmas for the YouTube channel. Thank you, brother. It's an early Christmas. Salute, brother. Thank you. Come on, guys. Well, we're gonna keep talking. We're gonna keep talking about the traps. We're gonna keep talking about the traps. A lot of you guys don't understand. A lot of you guys do not understand that you need to put yourself in a position if you put yourself in a position to be aware that it's just like zombies. Everything is a zombie, guys. Everything's a zombie looking to devour you. Every company, if you don't do it right, even the place that you pay rent at, paying rent is a trap. Guys, we need more homeowners. We need more homeowners. We need more people with financial literacy, who can start, like, do you know that a single person can start an economy just like what's his name, Elon Musk? Like, this guy has his own economy, meaning that all his friends, family, if he really wanted to, I don't advise people to hire in the black community, because black people and family and business don't get together most of the time. But this guy has enough job openings to hire his family, his wife's family, any, like, a whole neighborhood, a whole couple states. That's an economy, and people don't want you to achieve that. Because they're building their economy off of your hard work. Just because you work hard doesn't mean you're gonna be successful. Let me say it again. If that was the case, I would be filthy rich right now. It takes strategy. I'm telling you from personal experience. If you guys can keep coming in all you want to, I'm not gonna read them. The only thing I'm reading is super chats, super stickers, and gifts. If people donate to the channel, then I have a duty for them. And if you guys don't know how to donate, like I said, go to the comments, go to that dollar symbol, and send a super chat. I'm not pro. No, I'm not. I'm not answering. I'm not saying. I'm not. I almost did. I almost answered the question, guys. I almost answered the question, guys. Guys, if we can't get this live up to 20 likes, guys, I want to interact with the chat. If we can't get this live up to the likes up to over 20 likes, I'm gonna have to end the live, bro, because it don't make sense that we done had more than 200 people in this live already, and you guys can't even get, like, we've been at 716 for like 10 minutes. If you guys want me to read the chats and go through the chats and read the people who do not have no money to donate, because a lot of you guys, I know a lot of you guys don't have it. You guys don't have money to donate, because if you did, you'll try to super chat so I can read it. So it's crazy. Absolutely insane, guys. The companies with strategy eats, while the rest of the population is starting to have health issues. A lot of people is going crazy. So a lot of people out here going crazy, losing their mind, because they can't figure out how to get out of the rat race, how to get out of the system. So once we get the likes up to 20 likes, we're gonna, guys, hit the comments, thumbs up the video. Once we get over 20 likes, we're gonna ask the question: how do you escape the race? Do any of you even know what the rat race is? So I think a lot of you guys don't know what the rat race is. All right, we're gonna sit here quiet. We're gonna sit here quiet till we get 3 more likes, guys. We need 3 more likes. We need 3 more likes, guys. 2 more likes, guys. We'll start reading the comments. We're at 20 likes, guys. Keep on liking, so because somebody might retract their likes. Keep on liking. So if they retract their likes, then we still got 20 likes. the second comment, I feel bad if you feel that way because life's too precious to hate somebody. So I'm putting you in timeout for the rest of the day. Yeah, we got a troll in the comments who want to talk crazy. So now we can read the comments. Continue to get the likes up because people will retract their likes because they think they're hurting me. They're just a stipulation that I do. So we get to a certain point, then we get to the next chapter in the live. Hey guys, I'm only reading real comments. All you other guys who just are reading comments that pertains to the topic. Traps that is holding people back. You know, if you guys want me to answer any other questions besides that, you got to donate to the channel. The topic is traps that is holding a lot of modern people back from becoming rich. You know. Yeah, if you don't donate, nine times out of ten, I mean, you don't have to be broke if you don't donate, right? Mert, you don't have to be. That's a choice. It's just like some people go to charity organizations and donate to them hundreds of thousands of dollars. They don't have to go to that specific one and donate. You, all you guys can have money and go to a whole nother channel and donate to another channel. But you decided to donate on whichever channel that you wanted to donate on. But there is people in here who is broke though. That's why I'm reading comments because you guys can't super chat the whole video. That's why I'm reading comments for free. As you guys know, when you go see somebody famous like me, when you go see somebody famous like me, and you go to a show, I'm not showing up here for free. You gotta pay to play. This is not free. Trust me. This is not free. Every night I go live, since we got 19 likes, we're not reading no more comments. You guys are funny. Since we only got 19 likes, we're not reading no more comments. Because we got a bunch of, there we go. Yo, keep on liking, guys. Keep on liking. Get it above 20. Because guys are retracting their likes for some reason. Guys are retracting likes. We were just getting good in the comments, guys. Keep on liking. Get it up to like 25 so the people who retracted will still be over 20. I see the comments, but I'm not reading them. You see, if you had the leverage and the money to say what you need to say on a super chat, and there we go. Old Glory just sent a gift. Old Glory just sent the gift. Shout out to Old Glory. Thank you. I appreciate you. He sent me a happy poop gift. He said, have some happy poop. There you go, champ. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. See, a lot of these guys, they want to be heard, but they don't have the money. We still at 19 likes, guys. I'm not reading your comments. No, Old Glory name does not get on the basketball. Only people who super chat and send super stickers get on the basketball, guys. Only people who super chat and super stickers get on the basketball. You see, I have like 7 to 8 people on this basketball, which I'm gonna shout out to. Shout out to Mosh Pit Madness, who he sent this channel $21.99. My boy Jason, which is not in the building today, I haven't seen him. He sent the channel $5. Need a lineup. The YouTube channel Need a Lineup sent this channel $2 because he said I need to. He said he's paying for my haircut. J Dog sent the channel $3. $3. DJ Crazy Jimmy sent this channel $2. And I got some more names on here. Steve, where Steve super chatted the last time we went live at night. Steve super chatted, I think. What did he super chat? Hardly see it at nighttime. Let me change the light. You can hardly see it at nighttime. Okay, Steve super chatted $1.99. And then we got Jackson. Jackson didn't really have much to donate, but he still donated. He donated 99 cents. I appreciate that. Thank you. And then we got Reggie Reimer, who donated $2. So guys, as you see, we got a lot of people who send super chats and super stickers that end up on the basketball. So only people who super chat, people who send gifts, you know, I remember you guys too. But mainly the people who super chat gets on the basketball. You know. And there's a lot of names on this ball. Like I said, I don't need you guys' money. I'm like, you're supporting the channel. This channel, YouTube pays you once a month, guys. I keep money. For everybody who be talking about I'm broke, I'm this, I'm that. You know, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not broke. Period. I'm never broke. How can I be broke and I'm a married man with 3 kids and a car? You know, how can you have a car and be broke? Like, that's crazy. For people who have a vehicle and you're broke, Most Uncle just sent the gift. Thank you. I appreciate you for sending the gift. You know, I thank you for sending the gift. And that's how I know that a lot of you guys who talking about, there's a lot of guys in the comments talking about that they're gonna send the channel money if you do 5 push-ups and stuff like that. That's how I know you ain't got no money, because I can literally show you that I got money. I'm not gonna show you stacks and hundreds, but I can show you some money though. Best believe that. There's always money. I can show you that. You know. You see, you guys need to get the video up to, we need 25 likes. Most Uncle just sent another gift. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. There's people who actually care. I'm not reading no comments. I see the comments. We got some good comments. I want to go through the comments and interact with you guys. But you guys are not liking the video. If you're not going to thumbs up the video, the most simplest thing you can do, you know, and Pyrex VR, we're not gonna do the flags. We're not gonna do the rainbow flags, not tonight. I bid you a good night. Nothing against the alphabet, nothing against the alphabet movement. I ain't got nothing against y'all. But last thing I want to see before I go to bed is a rainbow flag. You know. I'm happy, but I ain't that happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy, but I'm not that happy. If you catch my drift. And yeah, I'm sagging. I sure am. I sure am. You see, most of you dudes can't even. You can't even go. You can't even. You can't even go to the store. You go into the store trying to hide your food stamp card because you don't want to work. You know, you talking about the super chats and stuff like that. Like I said, people who donate to the channel, I get paid once a month on YouTube. You know, this is not an everyday thing. You know, I go to work for a living, but when people donate, the donations go right back to the channel, and it's not much, but it's appreciated though. Yeah. Yes, I did just flex a 50. Can you flex a super chat? That's what I'm saying. Most uncle, yes, I did just flex a 50. Can you flex a super chat? Hey, Jim, I'm not on child support. I've been in my kids' life since they was born. Been with my wife for years. Not on child support. Don't have to worry about child support or nothing. So you got that all wrong. I'm just saying, yeah, I flexed a 50. How about that? How about that? How about 50? How about a 50? Huh? How about a 50? How about that? How about two 50s? How about two 50s? You know, and a lot of y'all, a lot of y'all ain't. You know, you can't even flex a super chat. We know who got the money and who don't got no money. Facts. And that's smart to have a 50, bro. He said, bro, got the 50 for the rest of the week. That's smart to budget your money. Like if you can take 50 and eat off 50 and then you make $200 a day, so you ain't gotta go every time you go to McDonald's, think about how much money you're gonna spend at McDonald's if you go every day. You know, you're gonna spend more than $50 if you work it out of a week. You going out to eat every day. You know, all you dudes who don't know how to manage money, you going out to eat and stuff like that. Yeah. It's called being an adult. Most of us Americans, real Americans, not you foolish, foolish people, not the foolish people who don't want to work, you're lazy, you destroy the communities, you know, you committing crimes everywhere. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about real Americans, and it don't matter what color you is. Real Americans. We're hardworking people, bro. There we go. Now I'm not reading comments. I'm not reading no more comments. Somebody just retracted a like. That's why I said, guys, like the video at least 5 more times. So when people retract their likes, when people retract the likes, it'll still be over 20. So let's get the likes up a lot more because I'm not going to be able to read the comments. You was talking about how rich you were last stream. No, I wasn't. I was talking about how rich I'm gonna be. I wasn't talking about how rich, I am. I was talking about how rich I'm gonna be. Where I'm gonna have a $20 million mansion. A 20 million. I'd rather have a problem of money than a problem the problem that rich people have than the problem that broke people have. Trust me. I'd rather pay more taxes any day. I'd rather pay more taxes any day than be a broke down flat tire, bro. A lot of you comments, a lot of the comments that's crazy. You guys will notice that I'm skipping over your comments, and if you notice that I'm skipping over your comments, and you want your comment to be read, hit the super chat because obviously if I'm skipping over your comments, then your comment is trash, and I'm not reading it. He said you're pushing 45, bro. I sure am. I hope I make it too. I hope I make it to 45. How about that? How about that? I hope I make it to 45. Please, please, Lord, let me make it to 45. Please. I beg you. A lot of y'all better hope you make it to 45. How about that? How about that? Are you going to make it to 45? You need to be praying that you make it as well. Ashton Market, Ashton Market said you won't make it to 45. Laugh out loud. Unc, your BMI is 45. Hey, Teeth trying to escape the breathe. There they go. Those are the haters, guys. The haters in the comments. The haters are spamming the comments, guys. And let's get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. We need 25. We need 5 more likes to get to 25. Let's get them likes up now. I'm not gonna be playing with y'all. Every fault you remove from the channel because you guys come with the same BS every day. A lot of these guys come with the same BS every day and try to trick me into saying prerogative things, and I'm not gonna say it. He wanted me to shout out Nick Gers, you know, like it was a name, and so I said it. But you're blocked from the channel until tomorrow, brother. You can come back because I'm not racist. You can come back tomorrow. Looks like he had a rough life. Shout out to this guy in the vest, Nicholas Nichols. What's up, bro? How you doing, Nicholas? What kind of work you do? If you want to know what type of work I do, hit that super chat. Certain questions, I'm not going to read crazy questions. But if you really want to know, donate to the channel, and I'll tell you exactly what type of work I do. How about that? How about that? How about them? How about them apples? Guys, if you guys want to know what type of job I do, you got a super chat. I didn't sell you nothing. He said I sold him a ball. I didn't sell you nothing. I promise you that. You didn't get it from me. Can you shout out my whole bloodline, folks? How about that? He said, chill out. He just flexed 250. He bought that. Y'all didn't buy nothing from me. You didn't buy anything from me. I don't sell 8 balls. I don't sell any illegals. I don't sell any illegals. How about that? Yeah, I'm looking blue because the super chats ain't came through. If you guys want me to change the color, send a gift for super chat, and I would say change the color. How about that? I got different colors on here. How about that? Bruh, you out here trapping. Ain't nobody trapping nothing. He got the vest from Walmart. Whoopie doo. Nah, we cool in blue. And we is. Unc is a professional beggar. I might be. How about that? At least I got a platform and something to give people. I got more than you got, Jim. How about that? And Matt Vela said, yo, I'm outside. I ain't got nothing for you, Matt. You gonna be standing out there. And it's cold too. He said, he said you ain't got nothing but high cholesterol. I hope I don't have. I need to eat some Cheerios then. If I got high cholesterol, I need to go eat some Cheerios. Cause I sure got some up there. I need to lower my cholesterol. No, I'm not smoking Zaw. I usually smoke in the morning before work, guys. Like I smoke at work earlier in the day because I'm an early morning person, and and the weed I smoke it wakes me up and it helps me wanting to walk around and do things. You know what I'm saying? So I usually smoke in the morning time. I'm not like a heavy smoker, just to let you know. But I am a heavy nicotine smoker, which I'm trying to stop. Just to let you know that. How about that? Landon Davis. A lot of people need to like and subscribe so we can find out if his employer does a match, a 401k match. Usually companies that, you know, corporate companies that I work for does a 401k match. And they do, you know, and they do. Absolutely insane. If you work for a corporate company, doesn't mean you're corporate. It only means that the company you work for is corporate. How about that? Like you guys are so smart. A lot of you people are so smart. Come on, man. Unc is a janitor at the corporate company. Okay, janitor. A janitor. Okay. I mean, being a janitor is not a bad thing. It's a job. I'm not a janitor though. A lot of people who've been on this channel, who've been subscribed since like 3 years ago, know exactly what type of job I do. Too bad you don't. How about that? And nobody's right so far. Just to let you know, nobody's right so far. I'm not a janitor. I've been working in the same industry for the same industry. I've been working in the same industry for the past 5 years, and it's not a janitor. It's not been a janitor. I would not be a janitor, bro. Like I smoke too many cigarettes to be a janitor. I work outside. You hear me? I either work in a truck. I work in a truck, or I work where I'm outside most of the time. I don't work inside. I'm not an inside person. Like some people can sit at a desk and be at the computer all day. No, I can't do that. I got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Josh Root with the $5 super chat. He said, "Know the rude comment, big bro. I hope you're doing good today. Jesus love you. God bless." Thank you, brother. I had an awesome day today. I got 12 hours today. Um, I got 10 hours yesterday. I got 12 hours today, and I only work what 8 hours. Got like we get a lot of extra hours where I work at. You know what I'm saying? I got 12 today. So yeah, today was a good day. I had a little change left over, and I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you. Merc K said you wasted $5. You guys are complete fools because you want to know something. Like when you do something for somebody, like if you see a homeless person on the street, you're not looking for no money back. You know that he probably gonna go. You hope he don't go and buy some booze, but he's probably gonna go buy some booze. You know, but you're not looking for anything in return. It's abundance. There's an abundance of money that's flowing. Money is a currency, guys, and it's flowing around you. You know, but you don't understand. Money is continuously flowing, and your name gets on the ball. His name is about to go down on the ball, and he done some more money than most people who the super chatted too. His name's going on the ball, and it is. So I gotta take this time out while all you guys, all you dudes who don't believe in charity, don't believe you'll let homeless people, you throw trash on the ground in your neighborhood. I know who you is. You know, you get over on your neighbors. You know, a lot of you dudes, come on, just be a good person. And now I have another person, which I am so happy about, to add to history. This basketball is history, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that super chat, brother. Thank you. Did uh, did you super chat before? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, his name's going down, and he's gonna get a good spot too. If you super chat today, I got a new spot on the ball. You know that I'm putting names. That I'm about to put his name right by Spalding. New spot. You know, new spot on the ball. Hold up, guys. It takes a little time. Almost there. I got the first name now. Let me get the last name. Now we're gonna get back to the people who can't super chat. How about that? You see what happens when you super chat? How you know it overrides all the BS in the comments. Everybody talking crazy. You know, no substance at all. Trying to figure it out. Ain't figured it out yet. And his name goes in big letters on my ball. Some people's name goes in bigger letters than others. The more money you super chat, the bigger letters your name goes on this ball. The smaller super chats, like 5 is pretty big because most people who super chat like 99 cents, $2, $5. Yeah, you get a bigger spot on the ball. All right, guys. So we got Josh Root officially on the ball. He's officially on there with the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. Thank you again. Appreciate you. Jeffrey Epstein, that is so provocative. If you say one more provocative thing, then I'm gonna bid you a good night. I'm gonna have to bid you a good night. You talking about bananas and where the sun is. You know, Share said, "What's up? You need money, little bro? Everybody needs a little money. How about that? Everybody needs some money. Everybody needs a cut. Everybody needs some money. Everybody should have at least a couple of dollars. You know, you don't want to be broke. The 90s era, if you want to follow down his path, sure, just something gift. I appreciate you. Thank you. 90s era car stop. If you want to follow Epstein, I'm either block you from the channel, which I don't want to do because I know you ain't got no money. And you've been coming here every day. Every time I go live, you're here. I don't want to cut you off the channel, man. Thank you. He said, I'll let you hold that. Appreciate you. He just sent me 3 cents and said he'll let me hold it. I definitely hold it, and I'm going to hold it for years. He said, put Jeff Weird in jail. Hey, guys, you guys want me to put Jeff in jail? Do you guys want me to put Jeff in jail? How about that? All right, Jeff. You're a weirdo. You got to get up out of here, man. You're done. Jeff's out of here, guys. Josh Root just sent the gift. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you. Thanks for the gift. No, ain't no free Jeff. Jeff is exactly where he belongs. You know, talking about bananas and sticking them places. You know, he deserved to be in jail. You know, no man walking around talking like that. He's no real straight man. We ain't talk. No, we ain't. You know, sure, just something another gift. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Paul. Paul, Paul. I'm trying not to kick people out, but you're next on my list, Paul. Paul just said he want to eat my salad. If I seen you in public, I will look at you crazy, Paul. I will look at you so crazy. I'll give you the side eye, and then I'm gonna start rumors. I'm gonna be like, look at that faggot right there. And I hate to say it like that because I usually don't try to openly disrespect the alphabet community. Paul, if do anybody want me to put Paul in jail? Anybody want me to put Paul in jail? Because if you guys want me to put Paul in jail, I will. I meant if you like Caesar salad. Yeah, you better clear that up, Paul. You better clear that up. I know what you meant. Merck said we're gonna let Paul slide. Josh Root said put him in jail. I'm putting his ass in jail for my boy Josh. You see Josh's super chat to the channel. He has more leeway than any of you guys. He has more leeway than a lot of you guys because this guy supports the channel. Paul, you're done, Paul. Get up out of here. Yep, you're in jail, buddy. 90s era, I am not answering your question. 90s era car stop, I am not answering your question. You do this every night. I tell you to send a super chat, send a gift, and then you want to say something provocative. All right, give me the question. Because this time if it's crazy, I'm not going to just block you for the day. I'm going to hide you from the channel. How about that? You're going to be blocked from the whole channel. All right. So what's the question? Yeah, J Dub's on the basketball. J Dub is on the basketball. I think no, J Dog is on the basketball. J Dub is not on the basketball. You see, J Dog is on the basketball, not J Dub. J Dub haven't donated. It might be. Is my head bigger than the ball? It might be. I don't think so. Because my head can fit in the camera twice. This basketball, it can't fit in the camera all the way. So it's obviously not bigger than the basketball. Obviously not bigger than that basketball. God damn it. You guys got me dropping stuff. You guys got me dropping stuff in here. I A Carp 67. I do not enjoy saying the rainbow flags before I go to bed. Usually I'll let you guys slide and just put you out the channel. But I done seen you before, so I'm blocking you from the channel, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want you here. How about that? He done. Merc K said we don't do the rainbow. No, we don't do. I told him that we don't do rainbows around here. Q, don't start your stuff, Q. Q, do not start your stuff. Yeah, you're gonna post one rainbow flag with a question mark. Jim said, "Unc, give us some advice. What type of advice you looking for?" Jason Reuter said, "Is that basketball bigger than Joe?" I don't know what you mean by that. Jim, everybody on this channel can see I am not 350 pounds. Jason Reuter said, "Joe Mama, you got me. You got me." Guys, you keep on talking. I'm gonna go pour me a ice cold. I'm gonna give me an ice cold tea, or I'm gonna go get me an ice cold. Um, I don't have to go to McDonald's and buy a tea. You know, go grab me an ice cold tea or ice cold Pepsi, or ice cold water. Jason, I can't tell you where I work at, but if you super chat, yeah, I'll tell you what I do. Hey, while you playing, why Nanny's Error car shop stop is playing? That's how I know you stay in one of those states where the minimum wage is still $7.25. Because the people in the state that I stay in, you see it all the time. McDonald's hiring. $21 an hour. Easy. It's people work for McDonald's in my state who make way more money than you. I am not in Memphis. I don't know how long I'm gonna tell you. I do not, you know what I'm saying? I do not want to retire in Memphis. I do not want to live in Memphis. You know, I'm from Memphis. I'm a military brat. I've been all over this country, and Memphis is one of the last places I want to be at. I'm just saying, it's better than 721. It's better than 725, homeboy. And it is. People at McDonald's making good money. If you Q said if you broke, just say that. Q, I can show. I already did this. I already did this. Hold on. I already did this one time already before. I did this one time before. I did this. Q. I am so not broke. I would give your mom this 50 for some sloppy, man. I give your mom this 50 for the cakes. I don't care. I give your mom this 50. What you mean? Yeah, and I would. Yeah, she probably thick too, and she thinks she still got it too. She be wearing them little the little thongs that's walking around with her her nightgown on. Cute, huh? Cute. Your mama be walking around with her nightgown on, with her cheeks hanging out of the nightgown. And she ain't fat, y'all. She tight. She one of them old school tight women. You hear me? Where she probably took care of her body. You know, she been jogging and stuff. Yeah, Q, I'll smash her. Yeah, I get her this 50 because she might need it. How about that? How about that? He's from Detroit. Aladdin Davis. I don't even know if you a man or woman. Jordan 662. Welcome. Loose 72. I haven't seen you in a minute, brother. Loose 72 in the building. Guys, let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. He said, hey, Q said he wouldn't even be able to get in where my mom's at. Yes, I would, cause she gonna let me in. And as soon as I come in, she gonna immediately pull my pants down and get on her knees. How about that? Josh Root, thank you for supporting the channel. I'ma holler at you. Usually right now we just anyway we just go through the comments and let all the there's just a lot of haters in here, man, with the noise and stuff. So um the 90s era, you just pushing for me to kick you out of here. I'm not telling you, 90s era car stop. You been trying to ask me questions and ain't really supported this channel since I've been on here. I'm not about to tell no broke person where I live at. I'm not about to tell no broke person where I live at. How about that? How about that? If somebody super chats me, maybe I will. If somebody super chats me, maybe I will tell you where I live at. If you want to know what state I am, guys, go to the comments, type that $sign, and hit that super chat or the super sticker. What's up, Demi? Demi, how you doing? Clay Hector said, "Uncle, don't worry about it. I ain't worrying about him. I ain't worrying about it. No, I'm not down. I just get like this because I've been on live for an hour and 23 minutes, and it's a late night, and I don't work today, so I'm getting tired. That's all that is. I'm not down. I only show $50. No, I don't do the late night shift. I work early in the morning. I just gotta take all this shit off in a minute. I don't play 2K. I don't play 2K. How you work it don't look like you work. Because I got it like that. How about that? I got it like that, homie. How about that? How's you supposed to look if you were working? Y'all funny. Fortnite gamer said, "How was your day today?" My day was good, brother. I couldn't complain at all. I wish I had a lot more time though in the day, but like it's hard to come from work, leave early in the morning, come home middle of the night, or the sun's coming down when I'm coming home. Then I gotta eat dinner. Then I got kids. My kids probably about to go to bed. I mean, they in bed now, but they're going to bed. Then I gotta shoot YouTube. Those not excuses because I'm doing it. It's not excuses. 90s era car shop, you're out of here, buddy. Have a good night, 90s era. I'll see you tomorrow. No, meaning that it takes time to do all that. Like I might want to hop on a PlayStation, I might want to shoot multiple videos, and then I don't have no energy. Like this is what I do every single day. It doesn't change. So that's why I'm trying to get you guys to break out of the rat race so you'll be younger than I am and you won't have to do what I do. You can live where you have more time to do what you actually want to do. You don't have to go to work like I do and then come home. You know, you wake up at 4. I wake up at 4 in the morning, go to work all day till 5, 6 o'clock. Sun's coming down, come home, eat dinner. That takes me another hour. And then if it's traffic, I might not get home to 7. Then I eat dinner, and I'm getting old. So 9 times out of 10, most of the time, I be done fell asleep already because I'm tired. I'm old. I'm an old dude. And then, I want to come home and play the PlayStation. That takes an hour, 2 hours just to do. Then I gotta hop on YouTube and shoot videos, which takes an hour, 2 hours to do. It's not enough time in the day because your body has to rest. That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, my channel would be so much better if I had more time. That's why I'm asking guys to support the YouTube channel, super chat, so I can have time. Well, I can make this a full income. One of these days, or one of my big incomes. One of these days. Yeah, I got kids. I got 3 kids. You don't hear them because I got good kids. Yeah, they sleep. What? Getting ready for school in the morning. Power Bandit said we're all slaves and don't even realize it. Facts. No, I don't have a PlayStation 5. I got the 4. I don't need the 5. I'm content with what I got. Once it breaks and I decide and I get a 5, like I'm not just one of those person who runs to the first thing once it comes out. Because 9 times out of 10, everybody who runs to buy it when it first comes out, you're gonna pay top dollars for it. And I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get it for like $100. Yeah, I'm gonna get it like for $50. Watch. I'm gonna get it for like $50, $100. All the games that everybody paid $50 for now, I'm gonna get them for like 10. You know, yeah, you gotta be patient. Mr. Sammy said, "How old are you?" That's a personal question. If you want to know how old I am, hit that super chat. You want to support, and the way you hit that super chat is by commenting. In the comments, you're gonna see that $ symbol, this symbol. Click that and click how much you want to super chat. Then I'll tell you how old I am. How about that, guys? Don't you think if I was, he's Jim said I'm 52, and this is why I don't take a lot of you guys seriously. If I was 52 years old, I'm pretty sure I would have a lot of gray hair, which I'm getting gray hair now, but not. But no, I'm not 39. I'm not about to play the guessing game with you, Sammy. I'm not about to play the guessing game with you. No, you good, Sammy. It's just personal thing. Like certain things I don't say unless people donate. Like personal things, like I don't tell people where I'm at or nothing like that. But if you donate or something like that, then yeah, you know, have no choice. Jim, your name is only gonna go on this ball if you send a super chat. And your name is not unique. You know how many people who just got the Jim name as a YouTube channel? Jim, you out of here. Have a good night. See, a lot of you dudes getting tired talking about show me a hog. But guys, I'm about to end this live. If you guys want me to continue the live, thumbs up the video or either super chat. If you guys want me to continue the live, if you want to take this live to another direction, hit that super chat, support the channel. Other than that, I'm gonna call it a night. You know. Other than that, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting tired, man. Brandon, nobody knows who you is, Brandon. Also, you got different channels. You a weirdo, bro. We got somebody stalking me with different channels on here, y'all. Different channels. It's crazy. How many times? Da, da, da. Uh, uh, Ugh. Whew. Don't put no flags in the chat for me. I'm about to block you. I'm about to block you. Alright guys, I'm gonna holler at you guys over the next video. You got the alphabet movement back in here posting flags. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and supporting me. And I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next video. Over and out.